Hi, Rick Reynolds. Welcome to the show. I've always envied people who could load everything that they own into one car and just drive off into the sunset. Do you know people like that? I am so far from being that kind of person because I just collect so much stuff. In a way, I have a kind of relationship with the stuff I collect. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I really kind of love it. And unlike any other relationship I've ever had, the older my stuff gets, the more attractive it is to me. Also, and this is big, none of the things I've ever collected over the years has ever, called me a selfish prick and then stormed out of the house, hired a lawyer, and sued me for alimony. Trust me, that's a huge advantage. When I was a kid, I collected just about everything. Baseball cards, coins, stamps, rocks, bottle caps. You name it, I collected it. One of the great things about collecting is making that great find. I think the best find of my entire career was this group of paperback books that I bought at a storage unit auction one day. I think there were, 15, 20 huge boxes of these books. I spent, $240 for the whole thing. And I went and bought a price guide, and I stayed up all weekend, 48 hours without sleeping, looking up the value of each one. Turned out there were over $20,000 worth of books, which I got for $240. Oh man, that was the best weekend of my life. Probably the first thing I collected with any real passion were phonograph records, mostly 45s. And I don't know, how many did I have? Something like 70,000 in my collection at one time, and I especially loved Elvis Presley. I know that sounds goofy or whatever, but I just loved the guy. And I sang along with his records so much that it became my singing style. I wasn't parodying Elvis. I became Elvis. It's to this day how I sing. I write those kinds of songs.
Don't believe in destiny, Jesus, so whimsically. Don't want a ring around my finger, baby, but I will treat you good, girl, till the feel's down.
It's actually gotten to the point now that my house looks like a museum of 50s and 60s pop culture.
If you want my hugging, if you want my kissing, if you want it all, you gotta be my little baby, baby, gotta be my little baby doll. I don't care about the future, running from the past, but tonight when I'm with you, I wanna make each minute last. So if you want my company, try and have some fun. Make a banquet of your love, 'cause I hate to eat and run.
I went on a hike recently and afterwards sat down and talked about my relationship between nature and stuff. Another thing that's interesting, I'm so drawn to man-made things. I love music. I love owning things. I have 4,000 DVDs. I love movies. I love to own CDs, and I have all this rattan and 50s and deco furniture, and I love stuff, and I love to go see art and see live performance. And though I love man-made stuff, though I love this stuff, I don't seek it out nearly as much as I should. And I'm such a non-touchy-feely person, such a non-spiritual person, and there is a kind of, I hate to abuse it, but a sort of tranquility here, a kind of spirituality that I think especially somebody like me whose brain is just a whir can really use. So I need to do it more. And I live in a place that, there are so many places, like Point Reyes is filled with hundreds of places like this. So I hope I get to the point at the end of this thing where I just want to do this and I have, more balance. It's not just in front of the TV or at the movies or at a rock concert or whatever. It's a balance of at the seashore and at the lake shore and, on a trail. That'd be nice. I think that would really be good both for my body and my mind and my state of happiness. Given that I had what I would describe as a really dysfunctional childhood, it seems kind of odd to me that I have spent so much of my adulthood collecting artifacts from this period of my life that just wasn't pleasant at all. Over the years, I've had a lot of people tell me that I need to get rid of all of my stuff and concentrate on the things that really matter. You know what? I think that's a bunch of crap. The stuff that I collect brings me a lot of happiness. Just not the kind of happiness that comes from the stuff that really matters. Now all I have to do is figure out what does matter.